Here's 5 steps to help you better secure your business if you're using Google Workspace and you're running a small to medium-sized company. G'day, my name is Pete Moriarty. We help businesses systemize, organize, and scale with Google Workspace. If you're new to the channel, make sure you take a look around and learn all there is to learn about Workspace and small to medium-sized business tech. Now, in this video, I'm here to help you out improving your security and making sure that you and your business are protected. We're in crazy times at the moment, lots of hacks happening, lots of security breaches happening at organizations large and small, and I'll give you some basics, some very, very basics to help you make sure that you don't become a sucker to the latest security breach. First up, let's talk about passwords. Now, the big issue that we have in most businesses is that most breaches are due to poor passwords, whether someone's got a poor password policy, whether someone's got poor, just password practice in themselves, or what most people do in a business is they actually share passwords between each other. Now, many business owners will be in the situation where they have one Google sheet in their business, and that's like the password sheet. And if that's you right now, well, I forgive you, but maybe you didn't know the right way to do things. I'm here to tell you what the right way to do it is. Number one, you want to make sure that you roll out a password manager. So something like LastPass or 1Password. We happen to be a LastPass partner, so if you're interested in that, please get in touch with us via the links down below this video. But we will allow you to get set up on something like LastPass, and when you roll that out for your team, what that lets your team do is securely share passwords with each other. It's going to generate a random password for every single website that they have access to, and it means that everyone's accounts are going to be secured. So if someone breaks into one of your accounts, they're not going to get into everything else. Now, the sharing passwords also becomes easy as well, because if you've got a team and you need 3 people to access one Canva account, because you don't all need to use it at the same time, well, what you can do is you can actually take a password, put it in a shared folder, and then have multiple people access that shared folder and therefore access that website or that app. Makes it super duper simple. Now, it's a frictionless experience. It runs across all of your computers, and effectively it is a locked vault of passwords, meaning that not even LastPass can see the passwords. They are encrypted by a passcode that you choose on your individual machines, and they've got heaps of great additional security options like 2-factor authentication. What I really like about LastPass is it works across my different devices, and it also means that I can access them on the go. I can fill credit cards into websites, and I trust LastPass for absolutely everything. Tip number 2 is rolling out 2-factor authentication. Now, this one's a little less sexy, but it's vitally important for you and your business, and this is the second most important area for security. Now, typically when someone has a password breach in a business, it's because someone has guessed or used one of your other passwords to use the same password to get into your Google account. And once someone's in your Google account, they can email people pretending to be you. They can get access to your documents and probably your other personal information from your emails, because from time to time we're emailing identity documents off for leases or business agreements or whatnot. And what happens is if someone gets into your Google account, they've pretty much got the keys to the kingdom. They can access absolutely everything in your business. And so the biggest risk here is fraud and potentially your personal identity being taken or stolen and used for nefarious purposes. And it's really, really hard to unwind this stuff. And so to roll out 2-factor authentication for your account, well, it's provided for free, whether you're on a Gmail account or a Google Workspace account. You can just go straight to your account settings, click on to security, and set up your 2-factor verification. As I said, this works across any Google account that you have. But if you're an administrator of Google Workspace or you're a business owner, it's very important that you make sure you roll this out as a policy right across your Workspace account as well. So you want to make sure that you have gone to the security features inside your Google Workspace admin and actually enforced 2-factor authentication right across your business. Now, you can give people a grace period to get enrolled on their accounts before they get locked out. But once you've enabled 2-factor authentication, anytime someone signs into their account on a new device, not every day, but when they sign in on a new device, they're going to get a little prompt to either receive a text message or a push notification to sign in with a second factor of authentication. And once you've got that done, you're pretty much completely secured as far as password security goes. Number 3, let's talk about mobile devices. Now, mobiles are great for doing work on the go. It means that we can sit on a train and check our emails. It means that we can open up a Google Doc from our iPad and get things done while we're not necessarily sitting in front of a computer. But the big risk that pops up there is now that most businesses have staff and employees that are installing work applications onto their personal devices. And if you don't have control over those personal devices, if you don't actually own them as a business, well, they could be putting it on any old device. It could be an Android device that is potentially insecure if someone's changed the operating system, or it could be an iOS device that someone hasn't set up a passcode on. Now, it's pretty rare these days for someone not to have a passcode, but some people are pretty damn determined to make it a dumb passcode like 1111 or 0000. And so to ensure that your data is not breached by someone forgetting a phone on a train and someone else picks it up and all of a sudden they've got access to your Google Drive with all your company data, their emails inside your business email addresses, you want to make sure that you have those independent devices locked down. Now, thankfully, you can actually do this right inside of Google Workspace. And so whether it's important for a regulatory concern inside your business, or you just want to make sure that you have this security in place, you can actually enforce using a mobile device policy, a strict password policy on mobile devices. Now, this will work for iOS and it will work for Android devices. It's only available on some Google Workspace plans. So if you'd like to review your plan and make sure that you're on the right plan, click on the link down below and just have a chat with our team. You can jump on a consultation and they'll be happy to help you out with that. But once you implement a password policy for mobile devices using the built-in mobile device management, it will actually give you the ability to enforce a certain passcode on mobile devices, and it will make sure that they are locked down. The other great thing that you can do with a mobile device policy is if a device is lost, you can initiate a corporate wipe. So employee calls you and says, hey, I've lost my phone. It's got all my work data on it. You can click one button and actually wipe that phone, and it will remove all of the business data and automatically sign out of everything on that local device. Very, very cool. Now, there are some advanced features of mobile device management, like backing things up, like being able to, deploy Wi-Fi passwords to your staff automatically, all kinds of amazing enterprise features. So if you're interested in getting more out of your mobile devices, have a chat to our team via the link below, and they'll be very happy to help you out. Number 4 security tip is utilizing shared drives. Now, most people will share files willy-nilly in a business, but the problem with that is that once you use the blue button, worst case, have people share things with someone outside your business or share it with the wrong person inside the business, or in very serious cases, accidentally click the wrong button and share it with the world, which will mean that your documents start showing up in Google searches. And we've actually seen this happen, unfortunately. So we recommend that first setting up shared drives and having an iron rule inside your business that everyone must use those shared drives, and those shared drives are the only way that sharing will be accepted. Even if you have contractors who are outside the business and they're sharing files with you and your team using a Gmail account, where you would just add them to the appropriate shared drive and then only give them access to files inside the shared drive. Now, this is a bit of a challenge to get the behavior to change with your team, but the benefit of this is it's going to restrict your files to only people that you control. Ideally, you only want to have your team members using shared drives for any kind of sharing right across the business, and they can still share a file with each other via a URL, but the URL points to the file sitting inside the shared drive. Number 5 tip for securing your business is to make use of Chrome policy. Now, most administrators have not dug far into the administrator panel inside Google Workspace, and if you're someone who has the time to do that, that's fantastic. If you're an IT manager or IT leader at a mid-market sized business, we'd love to help you out with those policies. If you're a small business owner and this is just the kind of thing you don't have the time for, then jump onto our concierge service via one of the links below, and our team will be happy to help you out setting up some basic best practice policies. Now, let's talk you through what some of those policies may be. Well, number 1, it's really important to make sure that anyone who's using Google Chrome right across your business has some of Chrome's built-in safety features enabled. And so via a policy, you can actually switch on the ability to have Google Safe Search and Safe Browser warnings. What that will do is it will restrict people's ability to access websites that are not secure. It'll let them know anytime they're searching or getting to a part of the internet that may potentially be harmful for their computer with things like malware or spyware. But you can also go to the level of blocking particular websites if you'd like to, or even isolating access to different areas of Chrome. Also, the ability to switch on encryption for data as well, which is pretty cool. And if you want to go right to the nth degree, you can even stop third-party websites' ability to track your team's activities as well. So there's all kinds of things that you can do to enable better security controls inside of Google Chrome. Now, you can also do cool things like making things more simpler and easier for your team as well by, for example, setting up a shared bookmarks bar. If your team have shared bookmarks configured with all of the links for your company in the shared bookmarks, it means that they won't accidentally go to the wrong website and put in a username and password for the wrong website. But they wouldn't do that if they're using LastPass, would they? Because all your websites are saved in the secure vault. And anytime you go to a site, it's going to just autofill for you. Well, there you go. There's my 5 security takeaways for you and your business. If you have found this useful, please drop me a comment down below and let me know. I'd love to know, are there any that you think you should implement that I missed on the list? Are there any that you'd like to see in an upcoming video? Love your questions and your comments, and I'll get to as many of those as I can. If you're interested in more help from our team, you know what to do. Click that link below, and I'll see you in the next one. If you like this content, please hit subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live or drop new content on the channel. Now, if you'd like to connect with us, hit us up on social media or join our free community group. All the links to that are right below this video. If you'd like to learn more about Google Workspace and the technology ecosystem, you can join our free Genius Academy by transferring your billing across to IT Genius. Or you can join a Workspace Basics Bootcamp. Now, if you're a business owner and you're interested in an audit on your technology stack or your Workspace account, or you're looking to do a project in the tech world, well, you can take advantage of our free consultation. And if you need help right now, then consider joining Concierge or taking up a quick fix with our team for professional support for your tech stack.